Hey, what's going on, CoinOpTV subscribers? Robert Welkner here. In this video, I want to talk about Servant, Episode 5, which is called Cricket on Apple TV+. This video will contain some spoilers. If you're brand new, please subscribe. Big thing here for me is we're finally getting some exterior scenes, some scenes outside. I feel like the Apple TV+, the Servant production team is watching my videos and they're hearing my complaints, my minor complaints, minor issues that I don't want to see outside. It doesn't have to be whole giant stuff outside, but I was talking about maybe Sean taking a little jog around the neighborhood. So we got Leanne walking around with baby Jericho around the neighborhood. We get to see the private detective kind of watching and spying on her. We meet some of the neighbors next door, or the fake neighbors next door that fakely befriend her, and all that adds to sort of the mystery and the layers. And while I do like the claustrophobia of being inside the house and the tension of that, I did want to see some stuff outside just to kind of give me a little bit of a breath or something. So I'm glad we got that. We'll see how it goes next week. I'm sure it'll be all back in the house again. And also, technically, Sean left the house. I mean, there's been talk of if Sean could leave the house or not. I remember he went out to eat dinner with Dorothy, and so now we kind of see that he's free, able to leave the house as well. He's not really, trapped and self-contained in there. So, all right, let me get to my notes here. I wrote down, is baby Jericho real or an illusion? This is something I'm looking for now. Some people have been leaving comments that other people besides Dorothy and Sean aren't acknowledging baby Jericho, so we're unsure if maybe he's some sort of illusion that Leanne is projecting onto them. Sean's food prep guy doesn't seem to see him, and when the other people are in the house, they don't really seem to acknowledge Jericho. Even when she's on the steps there with the baby, you kind of hear the baby crying a little bit or making a noise. And they don't really seem to respond or react to that, or, go like, ooh, cute baby, coo, 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 or something. Of course, they don't say why you're holding a doll either, so that isn't really so clear. So we get a little bit of a mystery there with somebody coming in the house when Leanne is around by herself. And at first I was saying to myself, hey, what's going on with the alarm, the door alarm? This is something they set up, that the house had security. And then we sort of find out that I guess Sean must have given the security code clearance to the private detective, Private Eye, who's on Leanne's case, watching things. But he's pretty clumsy with his snooping around. I mean, Leanne is literally home, and he's in the house walking around. And what is he doing? He's just going inside, checking her stuff out. I mean, I feel like they could time this a little better if they want him to go inside and snoop around the house. They could just purposely have Leanne go to something, take Jericho to a fair, a festival, or something, the mall, Build-A-Bear, something like that, and just say, okay, we know she's going to be gone for a couple hours. Let's go inside and peek through her things. And the one thing, I guess, that we need to peek through or snoop out and check out seems to be this book that Leanne has. So we got a little more of a lore into Leanne and her witchcraft, or her voodoo stuff, or whatever it is that she's doing or manufacturing, whether or not she is or not. But it seems to be that there's this book that Leanne has, and at night she can write somebody's name on the side, close it up, pray at the end there, and the next day something bad seems to happen to them. I mean, not life-threatening, but we start to wonder how much power this little prayer book thing that she has going on. So I thought that was kind of fun and clever. We got to see she wrote Dorothy's name, did a little prayer. She was getting back at Dorothy for making her go get that cake or whatever, or treating her wrong, doing her wrong. And then Dorothy wakes up and she's got a big old berry on her lip there, and as a news reporter on camera, that's kind of a headache. She has to sort of try and cover that up. And then should we see her write Sean's name in there, and then the next day he wakes up and he's got a big old splinter on the back of his neck, which sounds very painful. And yank it out. It feels like it was about an inch long or something like that. So it's interesting to see what's going on with the prayer book and the powers that are there. I'm curious to see if maybe Julian will be next. She did kind of find out more about these fake friends that Julian actually hired him. So I'm thinking, oh man, Julian's got to be next. But then I'm curious if the prayer book is limited to people in the house, staying in the house, if the house, is sort of part of the power that she has, where she can sort of manufacture. So it'll be interesting to see how things go, if it extends, if we'll see Julian's. I'm expecting Julian to have like a little hipster house, maybe like glass everywhere, and very on the penthouse of some big, large building or something like that. So, but I thought it was a pretty dick move for Julian to actually hire me. He's got his private detective, and then he goes and hires a young gal, and a kid involved to go and try and befriend Leanne to sort of spy on her. At first, I wasn't really quite sure if they were there to kind of rob the place. And looked like she was taking photos. The Asian gal, of taking photos of the house, and I thought maybe she's gonna leave the door open on purpose, and the boyfriend's gonna come in and steal some stuff or something like that. But it turns out, I guess they were just there to spy on Leanne or check her out. Now, I feel like that story maybe could have carried over an episode or two, so that when she found out, it was like really a hard gun punch or something to Leanne. But they kind of ended that a little quickly. It was pretty dramatic with the not really poisoning, but giving the little kids some stuff there, and the allergies kind of kicked in, and they had to get the shot in there. So thankfully, the little girl was okay. And then at the end, we get sort of the weird, each twist. Each episode is going to have a weird moment or a weird thing or a twist or hook or something like that. And episode ends, Leanne kind of disrobes a little bit, and then we see her whipping what looks like she's whipping herself, some self-mutilation, torturing herself, or, bad girl, something like that. But then we have kind of the shot where there's the cricket that she found is in the glass, appears to be dead. Camera shows that, kind of zooms into her whipping, and then camera zooms back out, and the cricket seems back to life. And so I wrote down my notes. Does Leanne whip herself to get the cricket back to life? Is this a thing? Is that one of her powers? She can hurt herself, and then something happens, and I was like, okay, now what? Is she gonna have control of this cricket? Is she gonna be able to have this cricket crawl in Sean's mouth or ear and torment him some more or something? Is the cricket gonna be able to spy for her and communicate back? Is that what's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen with the magical cricket now? And I also wrote down on my notes that I noticed that the show episode was called Cricket singular instead of crickets, because we had all the crickets running around and festering up the house there, and it was just called cricket. So I thought, okay, well, that must mean that this particular cricket that she seems to resurrect is going to play a part in the show or the next episode or something. There's got to be some more mystery here to this mysterious cricket. I hope that Sean doesn't eat it, or Sean's assistant guy, food prep guy, doesn't eat it, by mistake or something, because I'm assuming this is some magical cricket. So there it is. There's kind of some of my notes writing down Servant. As you can see, I'm enjoying the show. It's got a lot of mystery and a lot of suspense and a lot of fun going on, and I don't think all the stuff is going to get explained, but it is kind of fun to make videos and read comments and see and hear what your kind of thoughts and comments are, and I'm reading those, so let me know what your thoughts are with the cricket, baby Jericho, if he's a real or an illusion or not. If we want to see maybe Sean going for a jog around the neighborhood or something like that, putting on the AirPods and listening to some tunes. So thanks so much for watching from CoinOpTV. We'll see you guys next time.